Hi folks, I'm on Android.com where we get on Android every day. Anyway, I've got the OnePlus 2. Let's go ahead and unbox. Let's go do this, baby. Alright guys, so let me go ahead and undo the wrappings. And this is actually not my scissor, it's Peony's. I borrowed it from her. Alright, inside here, we've got the OnePlus 2, and it's looking like a nice red box. Alright, let me go ahead and hide my IMEI there. Designed by OnePlus, assembled in China. I've got the Sandstone Black 64 gigabytes. I do highly recommend get the 64 gigabytes because with 32 gigabytes, you're not going to be able to get a lot of storage. It also includes OnePlus 2, USB-C to USB cable, and power adapter, WCDMA, GSM, Edge, and LTE. So you'll be able to use it on AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, and Sprint probably. Alright, OnePlus.net, created together with our fans' heart. Alright, great. There's a QR code right up here. Definitely check it out, see what that gives you. Other than that, that's pretty much a hit. Let me go ahead and grab my knife over here. And there's a little circle here. I'm gonna do that. Let's go ahead and unwrap this baby. Ew. So the shipping material they used, actually they didn't have any foam inside it. It's like empty. There's a like little bit of foam. So my box got damaged a little bit, as you can see. Sort of sad, but let's go ahead and take this out. And I've got the OnePlus 2 here. And let's go ahead and take the phone out. And this is, folks, your OnePlus 2. You got the alert slider back on the left, a fingerprint sensor, power, sleep, wake, volume buttons here. Let me go ahead and show you the volume buttons, power button, headphone jack, and that's pretty much it. Let me go ahead and unwrap this for you. And we've got touchdown. This is, folks, the OnePlus 2. And let me give you a quick feel test while I'm at it. Since I've got it right here, I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes and give you that feel. Wow, I actually really like this. Compared to the OnePlus 1, it feels a lot more solid. I can feel the metal bezel. Before there was like sort of like a plastic bezel. It feels a lot more solid, a little bit more premium. The back is the same, so I really like this design choice. Sort of matte finish on the back, helps you grab it without any fingerprints. And it feels nice and cool, all the metal around it. Basically, it feels like there's a solid metal frame around the OnePlus 1. Then that's what you get with the OnePlus 2. Alright, inside the box you have a manual here, quick start guide, user guide. Okay, bunch of BS we probably won't need. Alright, I'm going to put this aside. It's kind of boring. And we've got USB charger, and this one 5 volts 2 amps for the OnePlus 2. I really like how they make this charger. It looks pretty interesting and I like it, yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the final piece. There's no headphones that come with OnePlus 2. That's a little sad, but not a huge deal breaker. And you can see this USB Type-C. This one you'll be able to put in both ways, which is really cool. So this is the first phone in the world to support USB Type-C. And I wonder why Samsung didn't do it. They actually pre-jaculate it. It has a little tab here. And I guess USB Type-C, you can still use it with USB 2.0. Oh, so you can't use this with the older USB 2.0. It doesn't fit. But it fits here. You can go backwards if you want both ways. That's kind of cool. So pretty cool, but one thing I kind of have to say is that, you know, I have all the old USB, micro USB cables. I'm gonna have to start replacing them with USB Type-C. Hopefully all the phone manufacturers will start using USB Type-C. So looking very nice. Let's go ahead and power up this bad boy. All right, and let's take a quick look here again. You got the alert slider, so if you don't want notifications, I think you can go ahead and turn that on right there. Also, you got volume buttons, power buttons, and on top, you've got the headphone jack, microphone, and also on the bottom, I think you have these speakers here, and the USB Type-C, so you can go backwards and forwards, I think. Anyway, let me go ahead and sign in, and it looks like a beauty here. All right, just first thoughts. I mean, in the first 10 seconds of getting the phone, I feel like it's a really nice phone, much better. Definitely just out of the box, I have that good feel about the phone. I mean, there's some products I get right away, I know it's crap. This one just gives me that solid feel over last year's OnePlus One. And the first thing I notice is actually that there's actually two SIM card thingies here. So this has dual SIM card slots, I think. And let me go ahead and open up the back cover here real quick. There's a little slot here. And here is the SIM card tray. Take a look at this. There's actually room for 2 micro SIMs, I think. All right, so you can use dual SIM. On the back, there's actually nothing here, but it looks like it's easy to take apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 screws, and you can pretty much take the battery out. Of course, it's not removable, but if you ever need to replace the battery, it's pretty easy to do with this one. All right, looking very good. Overall, I am really satisfied actually with the upgrade. Let me give you a quick sizing comparison between my Galaxy S6 Edge, which is actually my daily driver right now. And compare with the S6 Edge, you'll see that it's actually slightly taller, a lot taller actually, and a lot wider. So this is completely a phablet device, of course. And give you a quick comparison with my Note 3, which is pretty much the same size as Note 4. It is actually slightly taller, but slightly narrower. So this is a great phone for those of you who want something slightly narrower than the Note series. And let's talk about the price on this thing. $389 for the 64GB version. That's almost exactly half the price of a Note 5. So definitely this is a great option for those of you on AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, and Verizon. I'm pretty sure it works on Sprint. You just got to call in and activate it. I'm not sure about Verizon, but it does have the bands. Not sure about the 4G LTE, but it should work on all the bands for all the American bands, which is really cool. Also, another big difference I see with the OnePlus 2 over the OnePlus One is that now I have this hardware button. It's actually not a button. I don't know if you can tell. I can't actually press it. It's actually capacitive. It just looks like a button. But this is also a fingerprint sensor. Okay, looking really good. Obviously, this is a fingerprint sensor. Let's actually go ahead and check it out real quick, see if it works well. So fingerprint sensor. Let's go ahead and put my finger on here. I'm gonna go ahead and use my thumb. And this works just like my Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge. You don't have to swipe. It's actually kind of slow. The scanning is a lot slower. I would say it's like twice slower than my S6 or S6 Edge. But I don't actually use this feature much. I just feel like fingerprint sensor is kind of overrated. If you're paranoid about losing your phone and you tend to lose your phone often, definitely I guess it could save some time. So this is kind of interesting. I've seen fingerprint sensor working on TouchWiz Samsung phones, but this is the first time I've actually seen it working on a phone like this with running an AOSP ROM like on the OnePlus 2. Okay, let me see if it works. I'm gonna go ahead and place it on there. Nice! So the good thing with the fingerprint sensor is now that you can just go ahead and place your finger on there and it will automatically unlock. So way cool. Sort of like it now, the way they did it. You don't have to actually hit the power button at all. So boom, works well. That said, what's new with the OnePlus 2 that's kind of cool is, of course, the camera. It's supposed to have a laser focus. Let's actually go ahead and turn the camera on real quick. And this thing should start going off. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there we go. I see it right there. Can you guys see it? There's like a little red light there. And that shows that the laser focus is actually working. Just like the G4, the LG G3, the OnePlus 2 now can take faster photos. And let's actually take some photos here and take a quick photo. And yeah, I really like this. This is an awesome choice they made. Look how quickly that takes. The laser focus is super fast, especially when you do action shots like playing golf or something. It makes a huge difference, believe me. Even the Galaxy S6 is really fast, but I just feel like laser focus is just the way to go. I really love how they added this. And you know, one of the reasons I love my LG G3 and G4 is actually the laser focus. Because if you can focus that fast, you can take a lot more cool shots, like action shots, and you know, especially if you need it. If you don't need it, then it might be okay. Of course, we've got about phone. We're running the latest Android 5.1.1, Oxygen 2.0. But so far, I'm really liking it. Oxygen 1.0 really sucked, but I really liked the 2.0 look. And this time, you got these little lights, little lines here that kind of brighten up. So that slight design change there. Again, this is sort of funky. I thought this was actually a button, but it's not a button. It's a capacitive button. You can feel it vibrate. Oh, let's check out the front camera real quick and see how well it takes the photos. All right, let me go ahead and take a photo. Looks pretty good. Looks not bad. Looks like I'm growing a beard. Ooh, looks really clear. I think they have a beauty face thing on here. All right, let's go look at some of the settings here and some of the things you can do. Obviously, you can use 2 SIM cards. That's going to be very cool. Preferred SIM card for cellular data, calls, SMS, text messages. So this is really cool that you can use 2 SIM cards and have data, 4G data, and calls from both SIM cards. One thing I didn't like about the Zenfone 2 was that you could use 2 SIM cards, but only 1 slot for your data, for your main data, 4G LTE. The other one, you know, you can use as data. This one, you can use both SIM cards as data and cellular, and you can choose a preferred SIM. Let's say you use AT&T and T-Mobile, and then you go to an area where there's no T-Mobile signals, but you like using T-Mobile, then it automatically switches to AT&T, vice versa, so that's awesome. And also you can choose your preferred SIM. If you get great signals both on AT&T and T-Mobile, but you prefer one network, obviously T-Mobile because it's probably unlimited for you, then you can go ahead and choose T-Mobile. So that is really cool, especially I use multiple networks, and I'm usually using just one phone or carrying 2 phones, but with this phone, I'll be able to enjoy both of AT&T and T-Mobile in one network. So I'll definitely have a test on that also, see how that works out. But I really love the fact that they added the ability to switch the preferred SIM right on the software, not by switching your SIM card on the back. So let's go into buttons next here. Double tap action, so you can go ahead and customize your buttons. Screen off gestures are here again. Music control, toggle flashlight, open camera, all that good stuff. Now this is pretty cool because later on you can go ahead and install custom ROM and customize it. Like I have my OnePlus One to do custom things when I actually do the off-screen gestures. But O brings you up the camera. All right, something funky I just found is that the OnePlus 2 has back button here and also the recent buttons here. But the good thing is you can go into settings, buttons, and go ahead and customize the buttons the way you want to. I'm gonna actually swap the buttons for the recent and back buttons because that's how I like it with the navigation. But that was a real simple 5-second solution. So now I have the back button there. Anyway, I'm gonna have a full review of this. To wrap up, let me tell you some of the things that I really liked about it in my unboxing, my first thoughts. The first is the metal frame. You got that nice solid feel now. All right, number 2, you got dual SIM support with data and voice for both slots. This is gonna be great for travelers, for those of you who go to Asia. You got your prepaid SIM, you don't have to swap them out. You can use both SIMs. Like T-Mobile supports international countries. You can go ahead and use their 3G network on like 120 different countries. Go ahead and leave your T-Mobile SIM card in there so you can receive calls using Wi-Fi calling, and also you can go ahead and use a prepaid SIM in that country to get higher data speeds with HSA, PA Plus, or 4G LTE. So it's a very good international phone. And of course, don't forget the laser focus. I really love that. This is gonna make a huge difference with the camera. It's not just about the sensor size or the f-stop, also how quickly can you focus on subjects. So this makes a huge difference. I think for $389 over the LG G4 or LG G3, this is definitely the way to go. But overall, I'm very satisfied with my purchase. If you're looking for the best phone you can buy under $400, that's new, and that's something that came out in 2015, definitely get the OnePlus 2. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or Google+, Instagram. I'll have a bunch of more test videos, photos, also over at my other channel, youtube.com/high-on-Android. And hit that subscribe button if you want to see the full review of this. I should have it in a week or two. And I'll see you guys soon. As always, stay on Android. Oh yeah, one thing I really like is that you no longer need a SIM card ejecting tool. You know, I really hate those, especially I forget to bring it when I travel, like on my Galaxy S6 Edge, and I can't find it. You know, how am I supposed to remove my SIM?